got?
I'll get him.
Thank you. That's nice.
James, you talked a lot about Alanna and her
Did
development
she say your name?
in this short time.
Okay, good job.
That shot that sent it to overtime, how much confidence did you have in her moment? And then a follow-up to that, Dana's performance in overtime.
You gotta ask me one at a time. I'll first question.
Alanna and then Dana.
I ain't got that. I just coached for 45 minutes and my brain capacity is like full. Okay. So the play was, I have a lot of confidence in everybody, you know that, but I felt like one game that we lost last week against New York, I felt like it was on me, and I kind of explained that, and because I needed another timeout. I think we talked about that for me to really kind of. And so my thing was I wanted to give us multiple options. And I thought, and so we had a lot of moving parts, and I thought our players did a great job of executing. I thought they screened well, and I thought we were able to exploit them. So it was, I just wanted to set them up for success, but the cohesion that they have and their spirit in playing together, it really helped the play kind of develop. And it was after that, it was about a great read, a great pass, and a great finish.
I just rewatched the play, and it looked like I was going in slow motion. But I think just knowing that my teammates have the confidence to pass it to me in that moment, in a big moment like that, gives me all the confidence I need. And I was set up where I had an open layup. Like, I wasn't contested. The play was fantastic. Good job, coach. And the pass was really good from Marina as well. So I was just set up for success in that moment.
James, kind of building off that other question.
I didn't answer the question about Dana though.
That was what I was going to ask a follow up on. Was, you trusted Dana a lot in overtime specifically. She obviously delivered. Just kind of what were you looking at in terms of what she was giving you in that period? She changed the game when she came in the first half. I thought we were a little bit step slow, a little bit, and so I didn't feel like we had the pressure on the ball that we needed. And so when Dana came in, our level rose, and that's what she's done for us every game this year. Even counting the exhibition games, she's a big part of our identity and why we're able to play the way we're able to play. And the fact that she was able to do that and recover from shots not going in and then start making key shots, I thought it kind of shifted momentum our way. And so when we played in overtime, it was like, I've always done this. I just felt like, whatever five or whoever's on the floor that I think is meshing, I try to puzzle it up together. And it was evident that we just couldn't bring her out, especially in the second half. Like, she had to be on the floor because our game kind of went with her. I think she was a plus 13 for the game, in a game that went back and forth, or we were down most of it in the first half. But she was a big part of, us shifting and kind of slowing them down defensively. And you talk about kind of trying to puzzle up some of those lineups in that last minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
You're switching to that small ball group when you were on offense, and then bringing Elizabeth back when you went onto defense. Just kind of, what did you feel like was working there? What stuck out to you about that?
The fact that they had to foul. And the floor was spread. So when Elizabeth's there, they're in the dunkers, and sometimes they're sitting in the lane a little bit longer than, you think they should. But if you have the floor so spread, then they can't sit in the lane, and it's more evident. So because, Elizabeth likes hanging around, and that's what we want her, so it's fine. But when the floor is spread, you have Marina, you have Alanna, you have Dana, you have Kai, you have Courtney. Then they actually have to guard people one-on-one, and so that actually helped us out. That created driving lanes for everyone.
And for Alanna, so going back to the play to go to overtime, James mentioned that there were multiple options within that. Was that just an instinctive read for you to switch the slip after you screened for Marina to get the ball, or was that actually scripted in the play for you?
I think that was just a basketball read, but it was mentioned in the timeout to slip the screen, just because, a lot of people switch when I set screens on the floor anyway. And this is the one time that slipping a screen worked out for me. I usually get yelled at for not hitting people on screens. So
Last thing.
This time it paid off.
And then for Coach, So of course, Aaliyah Boston had her way in the paint today, but I think independent of kind of guarding one-on-one, it seemed like the activity between Elizabeth and Alanna was just like they were just moving on the string in terms of hedging and moving out underneath that. Can you speak to just the activity between those two today?
I think that they worked, you know, and they were very impactful, especially at the point of the screen. And I felt like what slowed her down in the second half is that we had so much pressure on the ball they couldn't see her as much. I think in the first half, in first 3 quarters, when we didn't have that pressure on the ball, you could see her a little bit more, but they were battling. The switches were on point, and so she really had to work for the shots she made. Like she had a good game. She had a great game, but I think we were able to wear her down a little bit, especially how eager and hard she posted up toward the end of the game. And that's where you see the differences at. Okay, if you're working them so hard and you see they're posting up like easily, and then toward the second half they're not doing it with the same vigor, then I think it's working a little bit, and I think they did a good job of that.
Dana, just kind of wondering how you're feeling right now. I mean, obviously you put on a superb performance. You hit those big shots down the stretch. Just kind of wondering, how are you feeling about all of that? And after every shot that you made, did you gain more confidence in yourself and also in your team ultimately coming through and winning the game?
I think for me, I think Coach said it best for me is focus on your defense and your offense will come. I can score the ball and I know I can do that. But when I focus on other things, not turning the ball over and getting us in a set, those things just come naturally. And with the confidence thing, I know I can shoot. So it's just something that I got to kind of get over, get in my head a little bit. So it's just stay doing what I've been doing. And my teammates trust me and they got a lot of confidence in me to pass it to me in those moments. So that speaks volumes.
Dana, you've talked a lot about your defense, and you just said when your offense will come, but to focus on your defensive intensity, you were face guarding point guards, forcing them to dribble out the shot clock until there was like single digits left, and then turning around, shooting threes. Like you were doing it on all ends of the floor today. But on your defensive intensity, is that something that you really try and work on, is doing that quick switches back and forth? You go from the face guard, get the steal and run down the court. Or are you really trying to become a transitional offense player? Or are you wanting to be more of a catch and shoot, run through sets type of offensive player?
I just want to be able to do it all. I don't want to ever limit myself to one thing or do this, do that. Like I said, I just want to be able to do everything for my team, what they need. Picking up the ball has been something that's helped our team. And I think when we were picking up the ball and we were putting pressure on, it was taking touches off from Leah Boston, which is something that we need when we're playing really good post players. You got to have that ball pressure. So that's what I've been focusing on. But as far as limiting myself, I will never limit myself. I want to be able to do everything.
And then to follow up on that, after you hit that shot, it looks like Courtney gave you a shove in the back and you were a little shocked by it. What was the reaction in that huddle right after that shot?
We were just hyped. We was like, we got to win this game now. Let's get to it. I feel like this team is really close. We all trust each other, and we all got one common goal, which is to win the game at the end of the day. We don't care who scores, who do what. We just want to win. So that just make it fun playing with this group.
Dana, could you just talk to us about how that Win Trust crowd just kind of picks you up and just gives you that lift?
Yeah, I love these fans here. We have some of the best fans. We just got to win games here now. We almost let that one slip out of our hands. We don't want to keep losing here at home. We got to take care of home court advantage.
And then just one quick follow for both of you guys. How does it just feel just to play in a system where the playback just seems to be very deep? The playbook, rather.
Oh, I think it just gives us options. We're all really talented. It gives us options to drive, to kick, to open shooters. It just gives you different options, but we don't limit ourselves to that. We just kind of just play. I feel like just getting into drags and playing off of each other, because I feel like we all got a pretty high IQ, so we just play off of each other.
How much fun was that defensive performance? Like the back and forth, it just seemed like you were really enjoying every moment. So
yeah, I've been just taking pride in that defense. I've been taking pride in turning guards in the half court, because this league is deep. It's really talented players, so it's confidence for me. It's building my confidence, knowing that I can stay in front and turn them and make it hard for them. That's my job.
We'll go to Zoom. Jeffrey, please, one question and a follow-up. Jeffrey.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on a great win. Again, you're down to 8 players. So how was it that you were able to maintain such an intensity throughout coming back in the second half and in overtime, and everyone playing in such a unit and not being deterred by having a shortage of numbers again?
I think, our players have a lot of heart. They enjoy playing with each other. And, we joked about it the other day. I think it was yesterday or today, maybe. I don't know. We said that we have a, what's the word?
Yesterday.
What's the word? What is it? Country club.
Oh,
We have a country club. So, I want to make sure the players that we bring in this country club are deserving. And, we're a tight knit group. And so we just want people to come in and just build to it. So we're taking our time, I know, but I'm confident in the 8 players that we have available, that, we're a good squad and we be hooping. And I just, we'll get to 9 or 10 or however many it is, but their heart, collective heart is bigger than people could imagine. And I just feel like we're a strong bonded group. So whether it's 8, 6, 5, 4, doesn't matter. You got to see us, and we're going to be ready to show people something.
Thanks, Coach. Quick follow-up. Do you have any quick thoughts on the great news today about the Skies to investors and the hope of the 10% sale and the proceeds that are going to be used to reinvest in the team?
Yeah, it was great because, we feel like these women deserve the best, and the fact they're representing one of the greatest cities in the world, we feel like it's top notch. And the fact that we have women that are investing in it gives the players that we have something to look forward to after their playing career, to see, I want to own a club, or I want to own this, and I just feel like it's so it's not only a great story, but it's great for the WNBA and the future, and what the future could hold and what it could bring to basketball, to women's basketball as a whole. So especially when you have powerful women supporting other powerful women, we just feel that it was just great news. And kudos to the ownership group for extending themselves and trying to be forward thinkers. So it's been great all the way around.
Thanks so much, Coach. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Last on Zoom, we'll go to Jason Palmer. Jason Palmer? No, Jason? Okay.
Thank you. I'm here.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you. It's the same question Jeffrey asked. I want to ask other players their thoughts on the news today of the 10% sale, Dana.
I can't.
He said, he wanted to know from the players what your thoughts on the evaluation. Did you read the paper today? You didn't? So I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay. So we had an evaluation of what our team is worth, and the valuation came in at $85 million, which is the second highest in the WNBA. What we also did, I think y'all probably knew this, is we added 6 women, 6 powerful women, Chicago women, in the ownership group. And I can give you the names later, but that's what he wanted to know about. I should go in the media. So what do you think about that, Alanna, that we have 6 new investors that was sold 10% of our organization, and that are investing and that are leading a great narrative that women are bosses and they should be bosses. So what do you guys think about that?
I think it's dope. I think especially having women investing in us, because like he said, we deserve it. We work hard. We deserve the best. So coming from women supporting us is big, and we're growing. So that's good.
Thank you, James.
Doing my job.
Amazing. No, I kind of spoke about this a little bit before the game as well, but what kind of reiterating what Dana said, we deserve those investments, and it just makes it even more special that it's women supporting women. It's empowering women, and again, like James said, it's giving us people to look up to and something to look forward to. Like, we're role models to little girls, but these women investing are our role models too. And it's amazing that we get to be exposed to that within this organization. And yeah, I'm super grateful to be a part of something like this where women are part of ownership and are showing that we're worth their time and their money. And you know, we're showing that we are worth it. We're winning games, we're having fun doing it, and we're giving everybody a great show. Period.
Thank you, ladies, and thank you for the assist, James.
Wade, just one last question. Marina Mabry's leadership seems to have really come into a fold here as she's spent more time with the team. What did you just think of her first half performance? She put up 18 of 24 in the first half.
Yeah, I thought she played great. I think, you know, the one thing about Marina is, you know, she's a shot maker. And, you know, she can go off on those tangents where she have 18, 20 points in a half. And of course, when, you know, you're struggling to score a little bit, you need those. And I think she did a better job of defending in the second half. She got a couple of steals that were really key. So she's adapting well. And, you know, everybody has confidence in her and she has confidence in their teammates. So, no, she played a good floor game and, you know, we expect nothing less.
Thank you all for joining. Thank you.
Thank you.